Many negative thought processes are so embedded onto you, it's almost automatic. And what's the key factor in changing a habit on the cognitive level? It's recognizing that you are about to enter the habit and just noticing it and then just making a choice. But the first part of recognizing that you're having this automatic thing going on is hard, right? So, for example, if I'm trying to quit smoking, it's so natural for me to reach into the cigarettes and then now I light it up and like, ah, crap, I smoked again, right? So, how do we develop that sense for when the automatic processes are about to kick in? Because this is a skill you can develop. This isn't something you're born with. This is being aware of your thoughts to the degree where you are able to manage your automatic thoughts is a skill you can develop. And how you learn this, one thing I want to propose to you in this video is getting the inspiration from judo. I do judo. Now, what do you do when you start judo? Judo is a sport where you throw people. So if you are going to get thrown very often with very intense intensity, you will need to know how to break fall. And this is what stops most people from learning judo because breaking falls suck, especially if you're new. Now, you have to have the form, and then when you get tossed onto the mat, you have to slap the mat. When you're learning this, you splat onto the mat, everything hurts, and then you realize that you forgot to slap the mat. But you know what the instructors actually make you do? Even if you completed the fall and you're all completely just hurting everything on the mat, when you realize that you haven't slapped, you slap even if the fall is already done. And now you repeat that multiple times. You're still learning. It's okay. It doesn't matter if you can't fall gracefully and perfectly like the pros do. But even if you do it sloppily, even if you fall like crappily, when you realize you haven't slapped, you do that. And then the term interval between you not doing it and then recognizing that you didn't do it just keeps shortening and keeps shortening. And then guess what? Before you realize it, you get tossed onto the ground. Boom. Perfect break falls. And this is how adults do judo. This is how kids do judo. This is how you can do it too. Let's say you have a habit of constantly doubting yourself, right? Yeah, I really want to play the guitar this year, but then I don't know, I suck, and then blah blah blah, and then it's so automatic you forgot. But then now, if you recollect this, you realize, oh, I'm a little bit too late, but I'm gonna slap the mat, and I'm gonna realize, yes, I doubted myself then. And then now, this idea is planted onto your mind. So there's a saying that a friend told me recently that when you're pregnant, you start noticing how everybody is pregnant. So something like that. You start noticing, oh crap, I didn't notice. I was talking negatively to myself. So I'm gonna, yep, slap the mat. I did that. Okay. And now, when the next wave of negativity comes, it might not be the immediately next one, but when after 10 waves of negativity, you're gonna be able to slowly start sensing it as it comes up. And now, all you have to do is make a conscious choice. I know that conscious choice part is really difficult too, but I will talk about that in a separate video. But again, to summarize, when you're building a new habit, it's important to put in the reps, even if it's crappy. So, for example, in judo, when you break fall, even if you like splat onto the mat, when you forget to slap, you slap the mat afterwards. It's just the same thing. When you have an unconscious habit that you're trying to change, even after you do the habit, it's important to think that, oh, I forgot to recognize this, and next time I hope not, I'm going to. I hope to recognize this before it even hits. That's it. That's how you grow the skill of conscious awareness.